The stage lights were a blinding white heat, and the silence in the packed university auditorium was a physical pressure, heavier than any I had ever known. Just 2 years earlier, that silence had been my entire world, a suffocating blanket after the car crash that shattered my body and severed my connection to speech. I was a lecturer, a woman whose life was built on words, now a prisoner of locked-in syndrome, my mind screaming arguments and stories that could only escape as the frantic, coded blinks of my left eye, once for no, twice for yes, a pathetic Morse code for a soul on fire. The long rehabilitation, the agonizing letter board sessions with my husband, Mark, where spelling a single sentence felt like carving stone with a feather, all of it had led to this impossible moment, my return, not to a classroom, but to a stage, to deliver a lecture using a speech-generating computer I controlled with a single, precise eye blink, calibrated to a keyboard on a screen. The terror was a live wire in my veins, whispering that I would fail, that the technology would glitch, that the audience would see only a broken woman in a wheelchair, a grotesque parody of my former self. My opening line was already programmed, a simple "thank you for being here," but as I looked out at the sea of expectant faces, the fear threatened to paralyze me more completely than the accident ever had. I took a breath I didn't need, focused all my will on the shimmering cursor, and began the delicate, painstaking dance of my gaze, blinking to select each letter, the computer's flat, synthetic voice punctuating the tense quiet. THANK. It was slow, it was robotic, and I braced for pity, for the awkward shifting of people confronted with something they didn't understand. But then I finished the sentence, and something remarkable happened. Applause erupted, not polite or patronizing, but warm, genuine, and overwhelming. In that wave of acceptance, the fear melted away, replaced by a fierce,